The Nigerian creative industry is considered as one of the country's most dynamic economic sectors, contributing significantly to the nation's gross domestic product (GDP). Through a special product called BoI Nolly Fund, the Bank of Industry has been financing players in the sector to enable them carry on projects of larger scale. Much more than that, the bank provides other support through capacity building to strengthen their business structure. Our focus for today is on recent BoI capacity building program held in Lagos for existing and potential customers in filming and movie distribution chains. I am Ayotunde Balogun. Welcome to the program.
Have you ever imagined a time when you could apply for and get a loan from the comfort of your bedroom? Or prayed that the processing time was shorter? Well, it is now a reality with the fast and swift Bank of Industry real-time online loan application initiative.
The BoI online loan application portal is designed to deliver access and convenience to prospecting SME customers by ensuring that applicants need not have to physically visit the bank. Applicants simply have to submit all necessary documents via the online portal with the liberty to select their preferred BoI state office wherein their applications will be processed. How it works? Simply search the keyword Bank of Industry and download your mobile app from Play Store for Android users, BlackBerry App World for BlackBerry users, and Apple Store for iPhone users. Click on the Apply button. Click on Register to register your account. A verification link and tracking code will be sent to your registered email address. Click on the verification link to facilitate login. Once logged in, you can complete your application, submit, and click on Continue to start tracking your loan application. An email will be sent to your email address confirming receipt of the application. With this initiative, BoI has reduced its loan application and processing turnaround time. Start applying for your loan right away. Bank of Industry, transforming Nigeria's industrial sector.
Over 100 participants, including movie makers, movie distributors, and content developers are in attendance as the Bank of Industry hosts its customers in the creative industry to a capacity development program.
By the time they published,
Apart from providing financial assistance to the Nigerian creative industry through a funding program called Nolly Fund, BoI, as often as possible, engages beneficiaries in workshops to obtain, improve, and retain the skills, knowledge, as well as other resources needed to do their business competently.
In 2011, we added this new...
To kickstart deliberations, BoI's head of creative, Uche Nwuka, takes participants through a brief of how funding for the creative industry came about.
Our mandate is to support industries in Nigeria. But interestingly, in 2011, we added this new product, this new sector, to the sectors being supported by Bank of Industry, creative industry. That was in 2011. And looking at the mapping that was done immediately after the creation, we found out that we had close to 13 subsectors to be supported in the industry. But interestingly, we were able to start with two major drivers in the industry, which is the distribution infrastructure, and the second was content production. We found out that we had more numbers in content production, and for every other subsectors, there were also major activities around them.
The occasion also affords the bank the opportunity to present a progress report on its efforts in supporting the creative industry.
Up to today, we've been able to grow to support close to 11 subsectors within the industry. Production infrastructure, we've done 1.2 billion. Distribution infrastructure, we've done 7.4 billion. Media and publishing, we've done 6.5 billion. Under hospitality, we've done 21.9 billion. However, we still have a lot of applications that have been approved, but yet to be disbursed to. Recreational parks, we've disbursed just slightly below $1 billion. We have technology, engineering and technology, though not managed directly under creative industry, because we have a full-fledged department group handling that. We've already disbursed 26.9 billion. Fashion is another subsector, where we have products for those in the industry. We are trying to grow our disbursement there. Cumulatively, BoI has done 7.68 billion.
For the Capacity Building Forum, the bank deploys experts to talk on areas that affect the well-being of its customers in relation to their investments. A family health doctor takes the audience on health matters, uncovering factors that aid healthy living and how they affect business growth.
For us to have a very vital secret of a healthy living, let us eat good food. It has to be timely, and it has to be in the correct proportion. For those who smoke, there's this popular saying that smokers are liable to die young. I've always asked my patients, I said, what do you gain from smoking? And they say it reduces stress. I say, how? You're killing yourself. For every pack of stick you take, it reduces your life by a minute or two. By the time you calculate it, you've shortened your lifespan for only God knows when. So our advice, if smoking doesn't really add any value to our life, why don't you stop smoking? Let us have, like I said, regular and moderate sex, but not the ones that are drug-induced or drug-enhanced. Let us empty our bowels regularly, preferably with food that will help digestion and purgate, and not emptying our bowel with purge. A lot of us are more comfortable in emptying our bowels with purgatives. No, it is not going to help us. Let us try and sleep for an average of 8 hours in 24 hours. Let us eat a lot of fresh food. Take a lot of water. And moreover, if you don't take enough water, it could equally predispose to a lot of problems. Your kidneys don't function very well. The kidneys will not be able to concentrate all the impurities in the body for it to push out. The kidneys now, we have to concentrate a lot of urine because you don't have enough water. Over a period of time, when you pass urine, it becomes very yellowish. You pass urine, you have pains. And you now run to the chemist and say, when I'm peeing, I have some pains. And they tell you it's a urinary tract infection. But you've not bothered to ask yourself or explain. But if you visit a doctor and you say, doctor, when I pee, I have pains. The first question the doctor will ask you, what's the color? How many packs of water do you take in a day? How many glasses of water do you take in a day? The more water you take, the better for you.
To add to this, another medical doctor, a quality improvement manager at Avon Healthcare, gives further insight on living a healthy lifestyle. She identifies dangers of self-medication.
We live every day, you're having this nagging headache. You just take paracetamol, you just be going. Next thing, somebody slumped. So we all have dashboard. You know how on your dashboard you see when you don't have fuel, you see check engine lights, you see when your temperature is high. So it's as our body, just that it's not written on our head. But sometimes we can't feel it. You know when something is wrong. Even those who have diabetes, they know when their sugar is high. Sometimes they don't even know. Some of us who are hypertensive, we know when our blood pressure is high. Let's learn to listen to our body. Follow prescriptions and don't self-medicate. So no matter how trivial, and believe me, no drug is trivial. Even paracetamol is not trivial. Should be prescribed by a doctor. I'm not saying we shouldn't do first aid, but let first aid be first aid. Let it be the first line. It should not be the continuous thing. Don't say my mother is a nurse or my father is a doctor. They are not the same thing.
Have you ever imagined a time when you could apply for and get a loan from the comfort of your bedroom? Or prayed that the processing time was shorter? Well, it is now a reality with the Fast and Swift Bank of Industry Real-Time Online Loan Application Initiative.
The BoI online loan application portal is designed to deliver access and convenience to prospecting SME customers by ensuring that applicants need not have to physically visit the bank. Applicants simply have to submit all necessary documents via the online portal with the liberty to select their preferred BoI state office wherein their applications will be processed. How it works? Simply search the keyword Bank of Industry and download your mobile app from Play Store for Android users, BlackBerry App World for BlackBerry users, and Apple Store for iPhone users. Click on the Apply button. Click on Register to register your account. A verification link and tracking code will be sent to your registered email address. Click on the verification link to facilitate login. Once logged in, you can complete your application, submit, and click on Continue to start tracking your loan application. An email will be sent to your email address confirming receipt of the application. With this initiative, BoI has reduced its loan application and processing turnaround time. Start applying for your loan right away. Bank of Industry, transforming Nigeria's industrial sector.
Wealth and investment management expert Dayo Bisson takes participants on how to diversify investment.
In this industry, for so many years, the point has been, oh, we don't have money to enhance our trade. But now there are capital providers, such as ourselves. And the question is, what are you projecting to trade? Two, if money begets money, even if you go to a bank and you want to get a mortgage, they will tell you to put down equity. Or if you want to start up a business, they will ask you for skin in the game. How much do you yourself have? How much is your family supporting you with? For you to do that, you yourself must be financially sustainable. And how does that work? I told you there are two sides to a coin. In every human's life, there's expenditure and there's income. So let me not worry about your expenditure, because there are so many things contending for your time, for your money. But let's talk about the income. The little you earn today, what is it being used for? Is it that you totally consume it, you save some, or you invest some, and that investment brings you back some more? Can you produce something out of nothing? My answer is no. If you don't have a savings, there is nothing to multiply. There is no value we can produce. I hope you understand what I mean. And how does that start? By starting an investment culture.
Mr. Bisson expounds on financial fitness and discipline.
We need to have and actually finally decide to adopt the discipline in our personal and individual finances. What you don't have, you can't give. If you're not financially disciplined with your own individual money, I'm not too sure you can be financially disciplined when it comes to business. And if we don't see the prospect of that happening in the business, people like us in the private equity and the mutual fund space will hardly, if at all, put money into it. A lot of your colleagues are actually invested in this fund, but I don't know why they are not selling you or encouraging you to do so. However, I'm sure they encourage you to meet at a bar to have a drink. But where they are making money, they are not showing you quite as much. And how much does it take to start this culture? 10,000 naira. Why? It's not about the more, the merrier. It's about the ideology. It's about the discipline of you starting. So if you ask me a random question, and I'm going to invest 5 or 10 million of the fund's money in a business, should I ordinarily choose someone that is not invested in this product or any other financial product than somebody that has been investing in this same fund? You know what the answer is. And that is exactly what other private equity guys will be looking into. If we are going to put money in any business or any other financier, I dare say, They need to know you are of right financial standing. How do you start that? Start investing now.
Mofoluke Keshiro, a trust manager with FBN Quest Trustees, speaks on estate planning.
Estate planning is you as an individual putting everything you've worked for under a central vehicle for ease of, transfer to the next generation or whoever you so desire, and using the right vehicle. And you are doing that when, you're of a healthy state of mind. All the catalog of, works that you have, who do you want to administer? Who do you want to ensure these things are managed appropriately? There are young children that you want to ensure the continuation of their education, for yourself, maybe aged parents, maybe your healthcare needs. There are a lot of things that you have to consider. And the importance of estate planning cannot be overemphasized.
She lists various planning tools that one can adopt to secure his material and intellectual possessions.
A will is the most basic tool of estate planning you can have. But the beauty of a will is that you can also create a trust in it, a testamentary trust that takes effect, upon the passing of the writer of the will. You have executorship services. Whenever you write a will, you are required to appoint executors. If you're appointing, a relative, natural persons, like a spouse, a sibling, you are required to have a minimum of 2 and a maximum of 4. Medical power of attorney is also important. We talked about incapacitation. I think in the opening statement, there was a talk about incapacitation. Right now, everyone is healthy, hale and hearty. We don't know. Eventuality does not give any premonition. Oh, I'm going to come tomorrow. I'm going to, it's going to happen. We have a trust as a tool of estate planning as well. A trust is just an arrangement where an individual would give instructions to a trustee to hold assets for him or her.
Next is Simeon Okodua, a legal practitioner and partner with Alliance Law Firm. His presentation is on embracing the corporate form, how creative professionals and entrepreneurs can position themselves to be able to access funding, drive their goals to remain attractive and investable.
When we talk about sustainability of the corporate, of the enterprise, what we're speaking to essentially is that in doing the business that you do to earn profit, you also need to factor considerations of the environment and considerations of the people who will enjoy your services and your products. For film producers, we have film producers here, we have distributors here, we have production companies. It's important that if you're going to be taken seriously by society, by lending institutions, it's important that you embrace the corporate form. That's the fundamental principle for being attractive. So, if you're going to be taken seriously by society, it's important that we embrace the corporate form. That means setting up companies. You have to set up a company, and in doing so, you don't need anything too fanciful. There are ways in which you can set up a company with the cheapest possible means. Now, in doing so, it's important that you have a structure in the organization. That structure is what investors are looking out for. How are you running your organization? You need to have, for example, a board of directors. And then you need to have, of course, executive management. Now, it's important that you have this kind of corporate form, because if you're going to go to a BoI, for example, some of the things that you're going to be interested in seeing, because they will be very reluctant to deal with a sole proprietor, somebody who can die with the business. But if you have a corporate form, and they can see that you have certain people of integrity who have responsibility for the corporate governance of the company, ensuring that you obey rules, ensuring that you pay your taxes, ensuring that you comply with the regulatory requirements of the industry. When they see that structure and setup, and they see that there's a differentiation between ownership and management, they have a bit more confidence in investing in your entity. So it's important that we embrace this corporate form in approaching investors, in approaching banks for facilities and for investment.
On the sidelines, some of the participants share their thoughts about the event and the advantages it will bring to their businesses going forward.
When I saw the number of people here, I felt, they thought we're going to be talking money. But money, you have to be in a, even if you work and you do very well, a bad health will remove that money. And maybe they came here expecting money, but if they really think about it, what they have gotten is empowerment to create wealth. So that empowerment to create wealth is more important than money itself.
Most creative people, especially creative people in entertainment, we don't have time for different levels of health checks until the unfortunate happens. And then people need to understand the investment possibilities that exist for those who already make money from their work. People need to understand the place of understanding the law and how to use it. People need to know about different things that they have presented. So I think all in all, it's a win-win situation for us, because we not only now know about the funds that are available, but of course we understand how to go about those funds and how to live even after you have made some of those funds.
It's nice that we're talking about money, talking about health, talking about sustainable wealth and, should I say, progress in the entertainment industry. And it's about time, like I said. There are stages for everything in life. There was a time when if you had discussed this with the entertainment industry, they probably weren't ready because it was survival, you know. So we've passed the survival mode, at least most of us. Now we're in the age or in the time of consolidation. So this is the best time for you to now say, look, you've made your name, you've acquired some kind of money for yourself. Now, how do you consolidate that? And how do you sustain it? How do you capitalize on that? And how do you create sustainable wealth?
To conclude, BoI's head of creative sector says it's about preparing for a sustainable future for the creative industry.
I would say those in the creative industry prepare or give avenues of happiness. They prepare content that will make people happy, they entertain people. But do they actually have time to make themselves happy? And from experiences we've had with some of our close customers, especially, may he so rest in peace, the late Chris Ekechimbe, and other industry people we've come across one way or the other, we felt that yes, in being able to achieve our set targets for next year, we should look at the industry, we should look at ourselves. That was why we tagged this for us. What do we do to get prepared adequately to be able to pursue our plans for next year? So we thought about our health. We have to be healthy to be able to continue with business. We also have to ensure that we use the fund, the proceeds from our businesses rightly, so that we are preparing for a stronger future for us.
So there you go. These capacity building programs for SMEs is an ongoing exercise. So watch this space for more. And BoI will continue to leverage partnerships to ensure that local businesses get relevant technical and financial support that keeps them running in a sustainable fashion. Now, if you're an entrepreneur, contact the Bank of Industry today to see how you can benefit. Also, visit their website at boi.ng or call at any of their branches closest to you. Remember, you can apply for BoI loans online. Just download the BoI SME Loan app from the Google Play Store and simply follow the instructions. For further information, feel free to tweet at KAY Alayode. Previous editions of the program are available on YouTube. And simply type BoI Weekly in the search area. And there you go. Well, that will be our package for today. Many thanks for watching. I am Ayotunde Balogun. Bye for now.